Alright, so I have 28 panels here. 20 I bought off of Marketplace, and 8 I just bought at Santan Solar in their Cyber Monday sale. That's a great place to go on Cyber Monday, is that it was buy 3, get 1 free. They were $51 a piece, but in the end, these ended up being like, these top 8 ended up being about 37. The bottom ones cost me about 55 each, but that's still good. They're 250 watt, 24 volt panels. That's going to be 7,000 watts of power. I've got these rail system, and we will get into that as I go. All right, so the pink lines that are outside correspond to the pink lines in here. I don't know if you can really see them, but there's one down here, one there, one way up there. The ones outside are 1 3/4 or 1.5 inches lower than these. The ones in here is, you can see, I already did the bottom row. I'm putting in 2x4s. Every 5 feet is where there's going to be a foot to hold the rails up, and I'm going to drill through this into the 2x4 and bolt them right through this. So basically, these are going to be big plates spanning 8 feet. These are a little over 5 feet apart, I think. So I will be able to screw through this. It's going to be on the skin. I'm putting a screw in from outside on every single one, plus the bolt through. This is going to be probably really strong. If I could have, I would have loved to have used these metal hat channels, but I don't have any more because they came with the building, and 2x4s are $3 a piece. So now I got to get up and start on the next row. These were easy. I could do them on the ground. The next 2 rows I'm going to do on the scaffolding down there. I put the rail around, so now I feel a little bit safer. And that's just getting them in place. The screwing them is going to be from the outside, and I mean, I'm not sure if I can do them off the short step ladder or I got to use the taller one, but it is what it is. So let me get outside or get these going here, and we'll go from there. Welcome to day 4. What do you think? Day 1 was the bottom, day 2 was this, day 3 was the top one. As you can imagine, that top one was interesting. I had the scaffolding up as high as it go, and I could reach it from inside. Outside, I had to go on a ladder, scroll in, move in every couple of feet. Anyway, it's done. So now I have to attach these feet. They attach to the wall this way. The rail goes on this way. Can be the other way, but I'm going to do it that way. In order to do that, I'm going to put 10 of them in each line to hold up. They're like 5 feet apart, starting a foot from the end. The panels all add up to 46 feet, so 10 of them, well, 9 spaces, so 45 feet gives me a foot on either end, and the building's 48 feet, so that gives me a couple of feet when I get to doing all the wiring. So, in order to do that, what I've done is I took the tape measure, measured out a foot, which is right here, 5 feet would take me right to the edge of this. And it's not a locked in, gotta be 5 feet. So I came back an inch and we should be fine. What I did was I came up, I marked every 5 feet, put the level on here, got it so it was plumb, made a mark on each of these. I'm doing it from the inside because this gives me this surface to measure off of. Outside, I'm trying to measure off the bottom of the building, which it overhangs the slab a little bit, not everywhere. So this way, drilled from this side, I know I'm going to hit the middle of the 2x4. There's not going to be any guesswork to it. So, now to just do all these, I've got the bottom ones all marked out. What I'm going to do is take I've got a long 2x2 and make what we call a story pole. I'm going to measure up to where I want it on the first one here, and I'll make a mark. And then I can just take that pole as I go and be able to measure exactly the same height all the way down. Doing everything I can to make sure that the rails are going to be level and flat. That's why doing it from the inside. All right, let's get to it. All right, all the holes are drilled, and now I'm going to put these feet on with, I'm using a 5/16 carriage bolt because it goes through, gives a nice look, and I'm using this lap self-leveling caulk. I don't really worry about the self-leveling, I just happen to have a mess of this around. But I want to make sure I put some around the holes, and then if I can find the hole, there it is. Oh, now I get a hammer and just tap that in. I'll do them all and then come back down through, and on the other side I'll put the nuts on and just finger tight them down. So I keep going. Okay, I got these three. I'm gonna save the top one for a bit. I want to get the want to get the washers and lock washers and all that on the inside. On the bottom ones, just to get that. I'm only going to do these finger tight because when I put the rails on, I want to be able to move the outside. Once that everything's all nice and level and good, then I will torque all these down. So washer, lock washer, nuts, and more or less I'm just doing it to hold these in place for now. And the next step, after I get the ones up on top, is going to be putting the rails in. So you don't really want to watch me do this, but so basically 2x4s are big cleats. The washers are keeping it from pulling through. The way I did it, the feet are right against the metal, so it was pulling right up against the 2x4. Once I torque them down, I ain't going nowhere. Then we get the fun of hanging the panels. They're not heavy. Well, I'm going to say the first 10 aren't heavy. The last 18 might be. These are the rails I'm using. They are a K2 system, and I get them from Santan Solar. These are 14 feet long. I've got a couple of 7-footers. Probably should have bought a 14-footer and cut it in half, but that's the way it goes. The way these get mounted on the legs is got these little brackets that slide into here. They got, notice there's a curved side. That's so you can slide them in. You can put them in this way and just turn it, and you got it there, it locks in. In order to connect the rails, they make this nice little system that just slides on. You get another one in here. And these will only turn one way. So if you try to turn it the other way, they won't go in. So, whoops. There's a little slot here, where this can slide in, and you can just do that, put that in, slide the next rail into it, and latch it on. And I'll tighten that down when I get out there. So this side is what's going to go down. So let's go outside and we will put the first rail up. So my plan is to have it real close. Yeah, come on over here. Pretty close to the end. Okay. And remember, I didn't tighten the feet down because they've got a little, like this one seems like it's setting a little low, but it's got some play to go up and down. Oops, you can't see that. So that one's like, looks like it's setting a little low, but it's got some play. Then we'll just go down through and we'll get it all done and make it look like it's nice, and then we'll go from there. So now to snug these down. I pushed it as close to the building as I could get so that less wind getting behind them. At least that's the idea. I missed one. Okay, there's one. It's an easy one. Now I get the ladder out here and start doing the upper ones, but first, well, I guess I can leave it alone. let me do these first, and I don't think I'm going to take you along on this. I mean, I'll show you what it looks like when we're done.